No Age are an indie rock band, art punk band, noise rock band, all of those things, from LA, and they broke out in 2008 with their debut album titled Nouns. It was very critically acclaimed. I listened to it a lot of times because I think it's a really good album, and I will eventually cover it on a decade later too because it's such a great album and an album worthy of more attention in the indie rock world. And I'll be honest, I've not really paid attention to them since that album. Not really listened to any of their albums since that one, so I've kind of come into their latest album that's been released on Drag City Records, sort of a bit out in the cold, not sure what to expect because I haven't heard like any music from the past 10 years, and that's a long time, so bands really do change in that time. So I just went into this thinking maybe it'll be a good album. And Snares Like a Haircut is pretty alright. It's not quite as exciting and innovative as their debut album once was, but it's alright for rock music, I guess. Probably won't grab too many people's attention because honestly I don't think they're quite as like brimming or like just quite as full of ideas as they have been in the past. And honestly, indie rock isn't kind of like booming right now, so this album's probably going to fly under the radar, but it's not like it's going to end up being underrated because it really just is an alright album. I think the issue is that so many songs sound the same. Like I can't separate track to track. Like each song follows a very similar formula. It's very much a like relentless drumming with like really pretty fast paced guitar playing, and then of course like the vocals that have like this echo effect on them. They're a bit lo-fi, but they soar on the choruses, and that's kind of the same thing they do across the album. It ends up coming out more like a Japandroids album, to be honest, because Japandroids have always done that like very college rock sound, that very uplifting, passionate, just like soaring, just oh sound that makes you kind of just really feel what they're saying, even if they're not saying a lot anyway. And I know a lot of people don't really like Japandroids. I'm not a lover of them. I only really like one of their albums, but to hear it come from someone else just kind of makes me think, well, what are they really doing different? I don't think No Age are adding much here, especially when it doesn't come out as passionate as what Japandroids have been able to do, because really the vocals are a bit too lo-fi to kind of really feel like you're connecting to what the singer is singing about or saying. And again, it's just like when it's been done 2 or 3 times, you don't really want to hear it over and over again. And then the other issue is that the last couple of songs are just like so bland, like they don't have anything to them. Like they sort of lost all of that like excitement that the opening like 5 or 6 songs do, and then right at the end of the album it kind of just slows down and ends up being pretty stale, and not really much exciting is going on that I can report. It's a shame really because they are a talented band and it's not like anyone really references them that much anymore, which again is still a shame. But when they put out an album like this, it's kind of understandable why, because there's not really much here to grab onto. It's just okay indie rock music. They've done much more artsier, experimental stuff in the past, so this album isn't really anything that I can say is gonna be worth your time all that much. But for what it is pretty enjoyable when it's on. When it's playing, it's decent. There are some pretty good tracks here. Maybe would sound good at a festival if they're going to be headlining any, well not headlining, but playing any festivals for the next 6 to 10 months. If they're doing anything like that, then I would say check them out because this kind of music would probably work pretty well. But other than that, it's just okay, passable music. I'd say a C, nothing too exciting. But the band are good, so I'd check them out anyway because their older stuff is pretty damn great. I'm sorry for my throat, I have an awful throat right now, that right there. But this album, let me know what you think of it if you've heard it, if you've listened to their previous stuff as well. Do subscribe to the channel for more reviews, hit the notifications, and have a good day.